Welcome to CIS125E Week 10, the final week of the term. And this week we're going to skip a chapter in the book. So chapter 11 is using business intelligence, and it's fairly involved. And I don't think they do a really great job of showing that. So we're moving on to chapter module 12, which is about collaborating on a shared workbook. And so it's about how to share a workbook with multiple users, track changes made, accept and reject, save and share workbooks in the cloud. And so anyway, to be honest with you, that's a lot of material that I don't use a lot in my day-to-day use of Excel. I have taken the Microsoft Office Specialist exams on Excel, and they love questions about this stuff. So they do have a lot of questions on their exam around it. And so basically, I don't have any content for this week. For the most part on the assignments, it's just SAM. So you're going to do the SAM exam and the SAM project, and that's it. And so it's going to be hopefully a fairly easy week for you in terms of that kind of work. On the SAM project, I do want to mention one thing. They, they have you merge or share a workbook, and a lot of students try to open it and then it ruins it, and then you aren't able to merge the two workbooks, or compare and merge, I think is what you're trying to do. So do not open the support files. In other words, you download them and that's it. And then there's this other step where you're going to go into Excel and you're going to compare and merge those support files. But if you open them, you taint them, if you will, and all of a sudden that step doesn't work. So be careful about that. Opening those files, just download them and that's it. The other issue I had with one student is they downloaded them a couple times, and if you download it twice, it puts the little number 1 after it, or a number 2, depending on how many times you download it. Well, then the file name's wrong, and so all of a sudden you run into an issue where it doesn't work again. So download the support files one time and then don't open them, and then this project should work okay. The next little piece of information is the practice exam. So just like the midterm 2 practice exam, you have a practice exam for the final. And like before, there are solution videos to the problems. So if you don't know how to do what's suggested here, then click on that link and it's going to open up a YouTube video showing you how to do it. So make sure you go through that practice exam. And like the midterm 2, for the few of you who watch these introductory videos, I'm going to make the offer that if you turn in the completed final practice and that you've done it correctly, which why wouldn't you? You got solution videos. Then I'll give you 10 extra credit points for making sure you've gone through that final practice, which hopefully in the midterm 2 exam you then recognize how helpful that was, because the exam was very similar to that practice exam. And so I suspect it's the same for the final. So do the practice exam, do it correctly, and then send me an email with that extra credit, and I'll give you 10 more extra credit points for having turned that in. And basically that's it. So your final exam, there's 2 times, 10:15 and 5 o'clock, both on Tuesday of finals week, both in Pioneer 200A. Send me an email letting me know which one that you're going to attend, so I just make sure that I have enough copies of the instructions to hand out. And have a good week, and we'll see you during finals week.